Welcome to eminitradealong.com. This is a Zoom room focused on trading the S&P 500 E-mini. We're here every trading day slugging it out, looking for a minimum trading profit on each trade of 2 points plus. We generally have a 2-point stop. If you're new to trading and you want to get set up, join us in our Zoom room. It's eminitradealong.com. Put that into your browser. It'll drive you right into a registration. You'll come in as a guest. Join us for a few sessions and see if you like it. If you need a trading platform and charts, we can help you out with that. If you're looking to develop trading skill, or you have a trading skill and you'd like to hone it to be able to trade better, you're in the right place. eminitradealong.com. Saul's your host, who's going to be joining us shortly. He's your host and mentor for today's session. He's a veteran trader of the trading pits in Chicago for about 25 years or so. He's focused on the S&P 500 E-mini in his own trading. He has developed a trading technique that he can pass on to other traders. One of the keys here is that Saul's a trader. He's actively scalping during the sessions as warranted by what the market is giving. So when you ask him a question, you interact with him, he knows because he was there looking to put on a trade himself. So when he's critiquing himself based on the trade, he also has the opportunity to help you from a positive critique point of view, to help you understand what happened at that trade and how you can do better. Or let's say you did great at the trade, to get somebody to pat you on the back, not only with the opportunity based on the money you made, but the fact that you're developing or have developed a nice skill that you can do what? You can stand up on your own and you can trade on a daily basis or when you choose and bank money for yourself so that you can do with that money what you want. What a great situation. So we're here every trading day. S&P 500 E-mini. It's a index future. It's an actively traded index future. You can make money on the upside and the downside. In other words, when the market is going up, you can join, make money on the upside. When the market is going down, you can join and make money when the market is going down. That's called a short trade. So we're going to start our morning session here. Right now it's 9:25. Saul will be joining us shortly. It's June 7th, 2023. Everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing is to be taken as direct trading or investment advice. And I always ask, if you like what we're doing here, tell your friends, your social media buddies, that there's an opportunity here for people to not only trade along based on Saul's proprietary scalping levels and zones, which is a trading advantage in itself, the ability to trade alongside a 25-year veteran trader, ask questions, interact about the action of price, the entries, exits, and stops. Also the ability to go and work with Saul on a private basis, in a private session, in a private Zoom room with real-time charts, and work on your trading. Work on your trading, call it muscle memory. Work on your trading discipline. Get to the point where you're trading and understanding, and the hairs are going up on the back of your neck, and you know what you're doing based on the flow of trading, getting in and out of trades, setting up for a trade. One of the keys here is that, in our humble opinion, or my humble opinion, when Saul gives you his levels, that is an incredible leg up over other traders. We let you decide that by writing the levels down when he gives them out right up close to the bell coming up here. It's going to give you a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of that pivot. You're going to write them down. You can load them into your software if you know how, or ask. And then you're going to pay attention to what happens at those levels. as the action of price changes in the S&P 500 E-mini, whether it's up or down, you now have the ability to be part of it. So again, if you're new, we can set you up with a trading platform. If you'd like the opportunity to trade somebody else's money, we can look to set you up with that based on our links in this Zoom room. We're an affiliate of TopStep, so make sure you go through our affiliate link so that we can help you out as you proceed. And if you want to get down and serious, I guess I was going to say down and dirty, but I held back. Then you might want to do some coaching sessions with Saul, and he reinforces the coaching and the teaching that you're learning with him on a one-on-one basis in this service as you're trading along with him based on this educational only opportunity. So Saul shall be tucking himself in with us shortly. He'll pick up the mic. He'll give out the levels. They'll be repeated in the chat area.
All right, good morning.
We'll be off
good morning, everyone. Can everybody hear me all right? Let's give you our levels for this morning. Our pivot this morning is 42.95, 42.95. Support below at 88. 16, 24, and 34. Pivot 42.95, resistance 01, 07, 16, 24, and 34. Support below at 88, 81, 74, 66, and 57. Alrighty. All right, welcome to some of the new folks that are here. We are trading mini S&Ps. We're looking for opportunities to scalp the market based on the levels we just gave out, in addition to any price action opportunities that might occur. We are scalping the market. Consequently, we're looking for about 2 or 3 points on our trades, depending on volatility. These days, if we can get 2 or 3 points, that's a good trade. It's been very, very slow lately, and we have to take that into consideration when you're trading. Obviously, if the volatility picks up, our objectives could change, but for the time being, we are where we're at. We average about 4 to 5 trades a day, and again, we also focus on the morning hours to give us our opportunities. Especially, I think we know that these days during the summertime, things get a little bit slow in the afternoon. So we kind of focus on the morning hours to give us those setups that we're looking for. If you look at the chat, you'll see the levels we just gave out. They are there as a guide to the day. We can tweak those. We can adjust those. We can add to them. So it all depends on price action as well as opportunity that might or might not occur when the market starts opening and trading. But those levels are good for the whole day, and then sometimes in the afternoon market does extend a little bit and you have some opportunity there. But as far as where we focus in on, we're looking at the morning hours to give us those opportunities. The VIX is right now trading at 1401, almost a 13 handle. That is getting exceptionally low, and the VIX correlates to opportunity, I think, more or less. So we have to be patient and definitely wait for the opportunities to present themselves when we are trading. In regards to any economic reports this morning, we don't have anything coming out after we opened up here. So no, it's very light this week as far as the economic reports are concerned. Obviously, we had a whole slew of stuff last week with unemployment as well, and now this week kind of a little bit quiet. Trade has been quiet, and kind of waiting for, I guess, the Fed is going to release its decision on interest rates, which might be a non-issue. I think it's next week that they're having their meeting. So we are just kind of, we have to kind of wait, let the market play itself out, and see if it gives us anything. Again, when the VIX is trading at a 14, almost 13 handles, 1401 right now, that is exceptionally low, and haven't seen that in a very long time. And obviously, you have to definitely pick your spots and be patient. So upside, we got 01. If we get up there, even 01 area, and yeah, that is what it is. All right. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We don't mind questions. Let's see here if we can. The market upticks here a little bit. We're looking at the 01 area. Okay. Slowly upticking here a little bit. Again, the 01 area is where we are focused in on. See if we have any opportunity there. Even 01, I should say. We scale in around those areas that we talk about. Obviously, we're not going to be perfect all the time, so we like to scale in around the level and keep your stops in place. And if you can't scale in, just pick one spot, whether you're going in point above or below. I like to do a point above and below the level. And if you're going to take the level straight up, that's fine also. So we come up here to the even area. Trying to get a little bit of a scalping opportunity against here. So we're coming up to the even area right now. See where it wants to go. Again, we got 01, so we are scaling in around these areas here. Like I said earlier, it's going to be perfect. So resistance area would correlate to a little bit of a sale up here. And it said, the even area did hold very nicely. So maybe you were able to jump in there around 99. And again, the even 01 area was the area there that we were considering as some resistance. Got right up to even and then did trade off and coming quickly back here to our pivot. So very nice little quick scalping opportunity there for you. Again, you had to take into consideration the even area because it's just the way the market likes those areas. And for the most part, that's what they usually do. And we suggested even 01 when they were coming up here. Anthony. Unfortunately, I think that a lot of the pit trading has been obsolete since COVID. I think they closed the floor down. There's only a handful of pits that are open. I'm not sure which ones exactly. But yeah, it's a shame. And that's a big S&P pit. So the 5 times the size of the mini here. All right, again, so we're pushing up here a little bit. Obviously, if you have O1 now, O1, it's a little bit riskier, but um, obviously we did get right up to even. I don't think you got filled at even there. If you had them in there at even, only because only 90 traded, there was kind of a big order in there. But I did, got in there right around the 99 as well, only because I like that whole area. I had mentioned it when we started. And so if you have O1 and you didn't get filled there, be a little bit careful around the O1. It's a little bit riskier right now than it was 2 minutes ago. But we're still on the same bar, so maybe still okay. Yeah, now everybody here has different risk tolerances, so I throw out a whole bunch of different scenarios because you have to feel comfortable getting into a trade, and you have to understand the risk, obviously, and that's what I try to explain here more than anything else. Again, so we're in the same bar, so maybe if you are taking the O1, maybe the top end of the range, depending again how much risk you want to take, but everybody has here different risk tolerances, so it doesn't mean that somebody has to take it or doesn't take it. I'm just explaining the risk involved. All right, now we're coming up here to the O1 area. Again, it's a little bit riskier only because of the way the market traded prior to that, but it's still, I guess, a little bit doable only because we're in the same bar. So if you are taking it, trying to work this level here, maybe you're taking the O2 on the top end of that range. I don't know. Everybody here's trades differently, or if if you're not going to take it at all because it worked already, then it's understandable also. All right, if you did work the top end of the O1 area, top end meaning the O2 entry point there, it's trying to give you a little bit of a rotation. And if you didn't take it at all, that's also a good another option. Everybody here, like I said, and then we said that it was going to be a lot riskier right now since it came back up here. So it is playing that out that way. But if you did take the top end of the range here at O2, if you scaled in, maybe you just kept that in there, trying to give you a little bit of a rotation here against it. If you didn't do anything, that's fine also. Everybody, also not trading is a trade, right? So we got some legs this morning in the market. It's very still range bound. It's like I carried away by how much activity there is here. It's really not that much, and the volume is very, very light. So, and you always keep your stops in place only because we have to. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging up here. Again, looking next level on the upside is up at O7. If you did trade the O1 or even if you traded the O2 area here, you definitely having a little bit of a rotation here. And again, if you're scalping it, sometimes you just got to take what the market gives you. All right, so trying to rotate here. If you did take the O2 area against the O1, if you did it all, again, giving you a chance here to scratch, or if you take a little bit of a profit if you don't like the price action. Again, everybody trades differently, and you have to understand your risk tolerance and then trade it according to how you feel comfortable. We try to explain that in our coaching classes that we have. So we don't kind of just leave you dry here. We try to explain you different ideas and concepts of what's going to happen here, and try to not everything. Not we can't always explain what the market does. That's for sure. We can try, but we can try because we've seen it happen in the past, and then you have to make those determinations of what to do with the next situation when it comes up. All right, so now they're continuing to uptick here a little bit. We're looking at the O7 area next. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat.